Ladies and gents. What's Daniel singing? Singing One Vision. He's singing a bit before the guitar solo. One vision, give me a hand, give me your soul, I'm ready. You know what? Now, thanks for the 3-month resub. I think that's... Thanks for the sub. I think that's maybe my favourite Queen song. Fried chicken. 1030 GH, thanks for the 20-month resub. 20 of the best months of my life. Thank you very much, mate. Ladies and gents, this is the second and final improv story of the day. I wasn't on yesterday because of the Twitch blackout thing, which we'll talk about briefly later. I'm just after doing a story where a guy called Craig is recruited as a 70s Soviet spy. That story finished, and well, you were here. If you weren't here, you should have been. Even me, Ian Lee. Thanks. This is maybe the sequel, or prequel, or concurrent. Woman uses colleague's milk. Ladies and gents, this improv story is based on an idea given to me by Edmund. Woman uses colleague's milk. And this is the very first serialised improv. Let the story commence. There was a woman called Mary. And she worked with a woman called Sasha. Mary would take a pint, just a pint of milk in, to her work. Just a pint of milk in for things like tea, coffee, anything else, maybe a bit of cereal. She would take that. Mary would take milk in for herself. She would leave the kitchen. She'd come back later for a cup of tea. The fucking milk would be finished for the shared kitchen in the office. There was other milk. Who was taking her stuff? Because the rule was you only use your own stuff. This wasn't the office milk. This is you bring in your own stuff. There was too many arguments. Too many arguments. Brought her milk in. She'd sit back at her desk. She'd go actually fill another cup of tea. She'd go back about an hour later. The milk would be finished, or it would be like done quite a bit, or the cap would be a bit loose. She would know. She'd be like, this is an MI5, by the way. This is an MI5. And she thought, right, I'm going to find out who the fuck it is. You know who I think it is? I think it's Sasha. She just sort of walked out. The milk is taken when... The milk went down when Johnny, Davey, and Sasha went into the kitchen. One of them took the milk that time. And then another time it was Davey, Sasha, and what's her name? Julie. The milk went down there. So she was kind of working out what's common between all of this. There was a time when she got it wrong though. She sort of fucked it up in her head, and so that threw her. She sort of got, you know if you do a crossword and you get one wrong, and you base everything else on that. She did a kind of thing like that. She was like, oh yeah, fucking fuck. Kind of like that. She sort of like went, no, couldn't. There was a reason for it to think it wasn't Sasha, because the milk went down when she wasn't there, but she actually was. But she was in the kitchen the whole time. She didn't see her go through the door, but she was already in there by the time she came into work in the morning. and she'd stayed in there, and she was actually sitting in the corner. It's hard to explain the geography, how the architecture of the kitchen. And she's like, right, I'm gonna sort this out, right? And there was another time like Craigov, this new guy Craigov was in, right? I've not had a shower yet. I washed my face, but I've no. So she went, right. I'm gonna sort this out. She was like, right, who was it? Why she just who's been taking my fucking milk? So she's got it all kind of set up. She's like, right. So I put the milk in there. Did that, right? There's my milk in the kitchen. Now I'm going to keep my eyes on like who's in and who's no, and who's gone in and who's gone out of the kitchen. I'm going to try and work out who it is. She noticed Sasha. She looked at the kitchen, right? There's a wee window you can kind of see in the kitchen. Mary looked at her. Now, Mary had just been in the kitchen and put a whole carton of milk there with a blue lid. It was opened a bit. She thought, I want to open it because it's a bit hard to knock somebody's milk when you unscrew it and peel the wee thing off, and then, you know, it's a bit merry a crime. People don't do that. They just sort of take a wee dunk here if it's already been opened. So she opened it. Mary opened her milk. We carton of one. I can't follow this. It's fucking easy. It's easy. Mary, why are you saying Mary of? This is an MI5. This is down in fucking London. It's quite simple. An MI5 in one of the offices. There was a shared kitchen. There's a kitchen that people go in to make their lunch and make cups of tea. It's quite simple. And there's a woman called Mary who noticed that her milk for her carton, because you might take in your own stuff and you're not supposed to use anybody else's, somebody was drinking her fucking milk. Somebody was drinking her milk and she wanted to find out who it was. So she was trying to work out, who is it that's gone in? When I come out, I leave my milk there, I go away, I come back later, it's been fucking, somebody's drank it. It's never completely finished, but it's pretty much finished. Who's been taking it? And she was asking, was it you? Was she asking everybody? Ask Sasha, was it you? No, I don't know what you're talking about. Craigov, was it you? Don't know what you're talking about. Julie, have you been taking my milk? Have you been, I mean, it's no bother if you have, I just need to know so I can buy some more. Everybody's saying, no, I've not been touching your milk, you're not allowed to touch anybody's stuff. I know, but I just thought maybe accident. I know, but it wouldn't be me. Wouldn't it be me? You know, you know that I know that I'm not supposed to do that, so what you accuse me of? No, just. So she thought, I need to work it out. So she left her carton, 1 pint carton of milk in the fridge, right? Drank a wee bit, so it's like, there's a whole carton, so it's a bit of milk down to about there. Left it in the fridge with everybody else's, and then Mary kept her eye on the kitchen from afar to see who went in and who came out. Because if just one person goes in and then they come out, Mary can then go in, check to see the milk. If the milk's fucking went down, that person is guilty. It's quite straightforward. So she did that. She couldn't quite work out. There was like 3 people going in, coming out, 4 people going in. You know, she's at the back of the office. She's like looking like, who's just went in there? Who's just went in? She's trying to work it out. But then once she saw Sasha go in. Mary had just been in, had put her milk there, knew exactly where the milk. She put a wee scratch on the carton, round the back of it. You wouldn't be able to notice it. That's exactly where the milk is. That's the level of the milk, right? Right? Then she went and sat at her desk. Sasha went in. Sasha came out. Mary went in. Checked her own milk. The milk that was there, we scratch. It was below the scratch. It was Sasha. It was Sasha. Had to be. Had to be. Big argument happened. Don't know what you're talking about. You were fucking caught, alright? I put a wee scratch on the carton to see where the milk was, and you went in, you're the only one fucking there, alright? It was you. You were caught. Just admit it. Like that. Big arguments. Sasha denied a lot of it. She was like, Sasha was saying to Mary, that's my fucking milk here. That's my milk here. What would I take your fucking milk for if I've got my own fucking milk, alright? And Mary went, 'cause you're off your fucking nut, alright? 'Cause there's something fucking wrong with you, alright? There's something fucking wrong with you, alright? Big arguments. Big arguments. They fell out, they weren't talking. Then they went out one night, a works night out, Friday night out, to have a drink. A few people thought it'd maybe be a bad idea to have the two of them in the same place getting drunk, but they got drunk and there was an argument. Then the two of them went outside and some people were thinking it was a fight. It wasn't. They sat down, they were greeting. There was a fight, they were grabbing each other's hairs and all that, punching each other. They were greeting. They were hitting each other that much that it got to a point where Sasha was going like, I fucking did it, alright? If I want to take your fucking milk, I fucking would have fucking smashed it, you fucking eat your fucking bit, alright? Big fucking argument. Mary was convinced that Sasha was telling the truth. And Mary went like that, but Sasha, you were the only one that, listen, alright, I don't get it. You were the only one in there. You went in. And you came out, you were the only one in there. Sasha went like, what are you on about? You were the only one that went into the kitchen, came out, so you're the only one that could have taken it. Well, I'm not saying it was. Maybe it evaporated. I don't know. I wasn't the only one in. Aye, you were. No, wasn't it? Craigoff was in. And what? Craigoff? No, he wasn't. He wasn't. He was. He sits. See, Craigoff sits round the corner. Kind of, the column. He's always kind of sitting round there. You noticed? Weirdo. You noticed? Craigoff, he's always like that, just like. No. Was it there? It's weirdo. I don't get near him. I don't know if he's perving or not. I don't know what he's up to. They watched back the CCTV. They had a camera, but you don't want to ask the boss, can I see the CCTV? In the fucking kitchen. Craigoff was filmed. Fucking hiding in the fucking kitchen. And then see when nobody was out, he'd fucking take a fucking drink of the milk. It was him. He took a drink of the fucking milk and then put it back. He was doing it to cause the gossip that was getting passed on to Andropov at the KGB. They sent him an email saying, we want fucking words with you. MI5 said, you're in a lot of fucking trouble. They said to Mary and Sasha, we're going to deal with this the official way. Don't you do anything. Mary was fucking raging, Sasha was raging, they sent off emails individually. You're a fucking asshole. You're getting sacked the second you fucking come in. Because they had a swally. He ended up no coming in. They thought he didn't come in because he'd shat it. It's cause he'd been fucking poisoned by Andropov, that Nova thingy. Just tying up the loose ends. The end. Incredible. Thank you. Thank you very much. Incredible story. Incredible tale. Emails in the 1970s. Come on, Limmy. What? Right, you don't know. Alright, okay. You don't know. You think when the public gets all this new technology, emails, they're like the first to get it. I wonder what the public will do with this. See, anything that we've got right now, technological wise, in terms of technology, the government and internal government systems have already hid that for 100 years. We, the public, are 100 years behind. We are kept in an artificial, like, wee medieval village. While around the outskirts of a village that we don't know about, there's like fucking electricity and fucking stuff like that. We don't even know. Can I tell you how I know? That's for another time.